that you've done in order to get this house up and ready for this family. You know, I get so excited to know that children's lives are being affected by this. I remember the first day I met Mrs. Watson, and I'm not going to prolong the time. She brought her children over to the convent. I was there working as usual. And she said, I wanted to bring the kids by to meet you. I wanted them to meet the lady that was responsible for us getting a house. I stopped. I said, no, I'm not responsible. God is responsible for this. Amen. God blessed you. The Family Selection Committee selected you. You went through the interview process, and then they brought your name before the board. The board approved it, but it was still all a blessing from God. And we can't take credit for what God has to do and what God has done. And I can say this evening that you and your grandchildren will certainly enjoy this home. And if there's anything that we can do to assist you, please feel free to let us know. But we know that you've worked hard. Mr. Fuller and Mr. Lewis worked late last night. I really felt sorry for them. But, we know he's missed church over a month, but Pastor, forgive him. He's coming back. He's coming back now.
He's all right.
After he get a little rest.
Yeah.
I think Miss Fuller want to make sure he gets a little rest so she won't be so anxious to move back to New York. But we do appreciate his hard work and dedication and making sure that the house was up and ready for dedication today. Mr. Lewis, we couldn't have made it without you either. We know that you retired some years before I did. And retirement is a retire. But I think you've worked harder this 6 months than you probably worked since you retired. But at least you can work at your own pace when you want to. But Mr. Fuller was pushing. And I know he was pushing it. Because some days I said, oh Lord, he calling me now? What's wrong? But it was all good. And it was all to the glory of God and to show his handiwork, what has been done and what can be done when we work together as baptized believers. Doesn't matter what race we are, it does not matter where we come from, but the goal is to help one another. So again, thank you all so very much, and I'm going to turn it over to the pastor now. We know at the dedication we have prayer. Also at the dedication, we present the family with the Bible. Usually we have a solo from Miss Hart, but she's having to sit with her mother this evening. She's not going to make it. I don't sing anymore. So, but we will go through the process of prayer, maybe a scripture or two, even if it's by memory, from the pastor. But we're so pleased to have the pastor of Solomon Chapel here with us this evening, all the way from Cleveland, and the members from Cleveland as well. And thank you all for loaning Brother Fuller to us for this past month. And we won't bother him again until January.
Till next month. Till next month.
So at this time, the pastor.
Can we join hands? What a fellowship.